What's going on, everyone? I'm your host, the Carolina Collector. If you like what you see and you enjoy the content, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe, smash that like button, and comment in the comments section below. Also, if you want to help support the channel, if you guys are interested in all those 2023 Topps Chrome Mitchell and Ness lids cards and some other random cards that I sell, it would also help to support the channel. I have an eBay account known as the Carolina Collector 001. All lowercase, one word. I'm easy to find. The avatar I have here on YouTube is exactly the same as what I have on eBay. I don't want to post links because YouTube may get butthurt, and I don't want to risk it. So, obviously, I'm rushing through this intro to you guys and gals that are subscribed to the channel because I decided, out of spite, to buy this 2023 Prestige Harrison Butker Orange Extra Points PSA 10 Orange Refractor out of 50. So, as you guys know, I don't script my videos. I just kind of say what I feel and what I think. So here we go. We need women back. We need women to come back again. We need women to be more feminine, more gentle. We need women to be more like traditional women. Not saying you have to be, Harriet homemaker or anything like that, scrubbing the toilet and washing dishes and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is that everything that Harrison Butker said at that commencement speech, many of us, many men are sick and tired of how feminism and other things have bankrupted our women. From child support to alimony payments to women claiming that, their ex-boyfriends or boyfriends or husbands or ex-husbands have either screamed at them, abused them, and hit them when there's no proof or evidence of that. It's happened many, many times. Certain women have caused men to, I got to watch because we probably have small children watching, to self-delete. And it's really something, man. Like, women actually, it's leftist, feminist, who pronoun freaks that command and demand respect, that actually think, feel, and believe that men and women somehow are equal. No, we are not. Men are bigger in stature. They're more muscular. Most men are taller. We have an Adam's apple. We have a deeper voice. Obviously, it comes down to genetics between XX and XY chromosomes. Women have curves for a reason. Are usually shorter in stature. The reason why normal, healthy women, I'm not talking about the 500-pound, walking blobs of human waste that are out there. You can't tell where their head starts and their shoulders end, and they have like those Cocoa Puff moles on the back of their neck. And if you walk up close enough to them, it actually smells like dog urine back there. You know what I mean? Or old cottage cheese. It's gross. But anyway, thin, fit women that men are truly attracted to. The reason why women have the kind of curves that they do is so that when it comes time to put the hot dog in a bun, and hopefully you end up with a rugrat growing inside a woman's belly. And yes, biology is a fact. Only women can get pregnant. All right. The reason why a woman's body is shaped the way it is so that this way, when the baby grows inside of her stomach, there's room for the baby to grow. The body expands. That's why a woman has those curves like that, And of course, us men have to put up with their emotional state when they're pregnant because they start thinking, I'm fat and unattractive. To us, it's cute and it's hot and it's sexy. And it makes us love you even more because, it goes to show that at least you care about how you look. Not like some of these ugly, gross, pale white, leftist womans that wear, I don't know, bed sheets or shower curtains for clothing. Or these lumberjack, how could I put this? I'm trying to find a child-friendly word to use here, but the types. The plaid shirt wearing, Marlboro smoking, tattoo wearing, they got the rivets and screws and magnets or whatever the hell it is they put in their faces. It's gross, man. And then you got the other side, the career whammons. I don't need a man. But by the time they're 40 and 50, all of a sudden, I wish I had a man. I shouldn't have did that because they were too busy drinking boxed wine and hanging out with their girlfriends at some club, playing a fool and whatnot. But anyway, with all that being said, we want traditional women back. We need traditional values back in this country. The left has completely infiltrated every aspect of our society, and it needs to stop. And the way things are going right now, if it continues down this path, I truly feel sorry for this republic. And everything that this man right here said was right on par. I myself am not much of a religious guy, but I do believe in God. And when I pray to God, I do it in the way the Bible says. Not in some fancy building where people compare clothing and shoes and talk about each other. And plus, You have a lot of people that claim to believe in God, but they're a bunch of hypocrites because they go against God's word anyway. So they go to church to try to absolve themselves from their own personal guilt. The right way to pray to God is to be in a closed space in your home somewhere, your bedroom or your bathroom if you're taking a dump. Just saying God is everywhere, right, according to the Bible. See, that's what you call a joke. Jokes are okay. You can joke about things like that. I'm sure God doesn't want to see me taking a dump anywhere. I'm sure he don't want to smell it. So when everybody said, well, God's everywhere, maybe not quite so, folks. You might want to rethink that one. Anyway, I'm just joking. See that? Humor. Jokes work. Anyway, in all seriousness, women have completely lost themselves. And this is due to leftist policies. It's due to the family court. It's due to the alimony and child support nonsense. It's due to feminism. And it's due to this goofy idea that somehow, we're all equal. No, we are not. We are very different, each one of us. The only thing that makes us the same is the fact that we're made up mostly of water. All right. We all have a heart. We all have bones. We all have skin. That's the only thing that really makes us the same, except for the fact that we also have to eat. We have to procreate, and we also have to pay taxes every April. Boy, that one sucks, huh? So we're not equal. Men are bigger, women are smaller. Men are stronger. Most women are strong in their own way, but they are not as strong as men. The reason women have a curved body is to make room for the little rugrat that grows in her stomach. And by the way, only biological women can get pregnant. That's it. Period. All right? Just because you duct tape your ding-dong to the side of your leg and then put on a swimsuit like Leah Thomas did to beat up on women because Leah Thomas was too weak to compete with his own men or his fellow man, he had to go bully on a girl. Isn't that nice? Because I want to feel like a winner. I feel like a winner. I want to be a winner. And we're seeing this everywhere, folks. We need women to stand up. We need you feminine, sexy, conservative, maybe libertarian, maybe moderates, maybe some of you are centrists, maybe some of you are apolitical, but we need you hot, sexy females out there. And maybe some of you that may have an extra pound or two. I'm not talking about the 500 or 600 pound land whales, folks. I'm talking about some of you, some of you bigger girls that are sexy in your own way. I'm not beating up on every land whale that's out there. All right. But there are some women that are sexy and cute in their own way. But, at least you take it to such a point where it's like, you don't have to knock down your living room wall and get a man lift to get you out of there to go see, what's that dude's name? What's that guy in 600 pound life?
Well, you have to stop eating. If you want to get a surgery, you have to stop eating.
I forgot what his name is. You guys can say it in the comment section. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling on here. So just to wrap this all up in a nice, neat little bow, we need traditional women back. We need women to start taking back their roles as females. We need you soft and feminine and loving and caring and understanding. Not like some woman that I know or some women that I know. In particular, there is one I do know who's 47 years old, who lives out in Smithtown, Long Island, who still lives with mommy and daddy to this day, raising 2 kids. Isn't that disgusting and pathetic? It's disgusting, it's pathetic, and it's everywhere now, where men are not allowed to be men anymore. I say we men take things back by force. Why do you think they keep going after Andrew Tate and his brother? Why do you think they keep going after Trump and men like him? Because they stand for what men are supposed to be. We're supposed to be the caretakers of the family, the breadwinners. We're the ones at work. If it wasn't for men, all you women wouldn't have makeup. You wouldn't have mirrors to stare at yourself at. Okay? You wouldn't have mirrors. You wouldn't have cars to be driven around in. You wouldn't have shoes. You wouldn't have socks. You wouldn't have panties. You wouldn't have pants. You wouldn't have food. You wouldn't have lights. You wouldn't be able to fly around in airplanes. You wouldn't be able to ride in yachts like I see a lot of these, selfish, arrogant women on TikTok and here on YouTube. You know who built and made almost everything I just mentioned, including medicine and almost everything was made by a man, whether you like it or not. It's pathetic, it's sad, and it's gross. Be feminine. Be gentle. Lose the weight. All right? Be a mom. Be a loving, caring, gentle mother who's soft-spoken, who respects her husband. As long as your husband's not a, you know what, I don't want to cuss. I'm trying not to. But as long as your husband is loyal and he works hard and he comes home to you and only you, then there should be no problem. Give your husband the respect that he's due. Men, reclaim your role in the workplace and in this world. Take back masculinity by force. I know I do. You know, I ended up losing a whole ton of weight. I lost 80 pounds, man. And I don't like to brag on the channel, but I'm not going to lie. Hey, I've already had 10 or 12 opportunities to date ever since I lost the weight. And you know what? I'm proud of that. You know, I'm a 47-year-old guy that I always get told I look like I'm only 35 or 36 years old. And that's a fact. And I love it. I love it that now younger women are more attracted to me because of my age and because I take care of myself. We age like fine wine, but you women, thanks to feminism, unfortunately, you all look like lumberjack you know what. Dykes. You know, those things, the creatures, you know, man, feminists are goblins. Aren't feminist hobgoblins? Aren't they hobgoblins? You know what they look like? They look like the Urukai from Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean? Those creatures, you know? Girls, gals, ladies, women, please. Take off the pantsuits, all right? Take off the pantsuits. Stop with this equality nonsense. We are not equal. We will never be equal. In some instances, yeah, women can, you know, drive race cars, work in construction, be police officers. But at the end of the day, we are not equal. We are not equal at all. Just by looks alone, that should be apparent. My God, it's so sad. We need mothers, we need families, we need the traditional family structure to be returned in this country, and we need to take it back by force. You know, to anybody that's watching this, especially if you're someone like me, who I think you can deduce exactly where my beliefs and values stand. All right, stand for masculinity. Stop kissing the rear ends of these feminists and these feminist women. All right, if it wasn't for men, you wouldn't have running water. You wouldn't have buses, you wouldn't have planes, you wouldn't have trains, you wouldn't have taxis, you know, you wouldn't have the food on your table. I don't think many women are butchering cows to put meat on the table. It's so disgusting, folks. It really is. Men need to be men again, but without feminine women, men give up. And it's so sad, you know, that men these days, because of what feminism has done to men, that men either destroy themselves, take drugs, smoke cigarettes, you know, to the point where they end up getting lung cancer, drink until they drop, and ultimately, you know, self-terminate. You know, men, especially around my age group, unfortunately, are more susceptible to this because at that point, you know, we feel like we've lost because feminists, they command and demand everything. You know, they want to be pampered and catered to and weighed to. They want men to pay for everything. But what do we get in return? Nothing. And then when we stand up for ourselves, they'll make up some stupid charge that we beat them or verbally abused them or cheated on them or whatever it is. And then you got to pay alimony and child support. It's out of control, folks. It's out of control. I'm glad that this man made this speech. I don't want to turn this into a 20-minute video, but I think you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. This stuff needs to go. All of this nonsense that the left have bankrupted our society with needs to go. We need to make our society great again. You know, we need our women back. Give us back our women. Give us back our feminine women. Give us back our soft, loving, gentle, caring, you know, supportive women like we used to have in this country. Not these fat bags of useless flesh shoving donuts down their throats, and then we're being told that we have to accept these fat, overweight land whales. No, we do not. No, we do not. You don't have to be told who to love. You shouldn't be threatened as to who you should love and who you shouldn't love. It's ridiculous and pathetic. You love who you want to love, but you don't have to be told who to love. Remember GameStop, ma'am? It's ma'am. You guys, do you really want to be with a creature like that, with a hobgoblin like that? You know? But that's what society is pushing on us. Take back your masculinity. We need our feminine women back. Women, stop it. Just stop it. Anyway, I'm your host, the Carolina Collector. Sorry that I had to get deep into this video, but you know, when I see a man like this being attacked because, He said something that many of us believe in this country, that our society has lost its way. Women have lost their way. I believe in a family unit. I am a victim of the system myself. I was falsely accused of cheating and all sorts of other stuff, no matter what kind of internet trolls, try to conjure up. Only I know the truth, and so does God. And the courts, by the way. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, make women great again. Women, we need you back. Give us back our families. Give us your femininity again. Give us your softness. Give us those beautiful soft hands and those soft lips and the wonderful smell of your hair, for God's sakes. Comfort us when we come home from work. When we're there filling out thousands of dollars in checks to pay the bills, come behind us. Give us a kiss on the neck. You know what I mean? Make us a little something. I'm not saying, hey, go make me a sandwich or anything like that. I'm not talking about that kind of crap. But be a little bit more gentler. You know what I mean? Women are meant to be gentle, not these Neanderthals that are out there right now. Anyway, rant over. Take care, guys. God bless, and I'll see you soon.